Hey friend, how you doing?
Cool.
You cool? We've been talking for a little bit. My name is Kiz. I'm new to the city, and I'm always interested in meeting new people and just connecting with like-minded, um, expansive-minded people. And I bumped into you, met you today. I seen you at the DIA. You called me out on that. So tell the people what's your name, who you are.
I'm Tommy Beecham. Y'all will catch me. I ain't hiding from nobody. Tommy the Barber, as far as social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that type of good stuff. I'm a barber, master barber, entrepreneur. It's probably, yeah. We'll elaborate on the rest.
Okay. So you said a word when I met you. You mentioned the word creative, and you also gave me a little lip about that too. You were a little spicy. So, talk
Not
to me.
spicy, not
I'm sorry, not
spicy.
spicy.
In this day and era,
Yeah,
we
you're
don't
right.
we
You're
don't
right.
do
We can edit that
spicy. I'm
out.
an
Don't worry
'84
about.
baby.
He's an 80s. Well, I'm an
Yeah,
84 baby too. So
84. I'm 41 years old, so spicy kind of gave me a young vibe.
okay,
I'm a little more on a. So we
you
ain't
seasoned.
spice. So what was I?
You
I
seasoned.
gave you
He gave me a
probably
little
some
extra.
truth. Was the
Truth.
truth?
That was your truth.
What was it? What was the context?
I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. I'm me.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little more, a little on the truth side, but I think it was just what we was talking about, which one
Yeah.
nothing in
No, nothing
particular. It was
crazy.
just all in fun, but
So let me ask you, from Detroit?
born and raised,
Born and raised. So
12th
how
Street,
12th Street?
12th
Is that
Street.
East Side, West Side?
West Side.
Okay.
Yeah, Rosa Parks.
Okay.
12th Street is Rosa Parks. It's the same street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how has the city impacted, you know, your business mind, your art mind, your everything? How has the city had an influence on the things that you do in your day to day?
I wouldn't say, I can't say it like that. So I wouldn't say the city impacted me,
Okay.
but I would be saying that subconsciously because, well, I would be saying that in a way that I wouldn't be thinking to even say that. Everything that you do when you wake up in Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
everything is Detroit. I would say Detroit didn't influence me, but for me to say that would because I'm living it. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the streets every day, the toughest streets. But you don't have to be tough to be in the toughest streets. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Um, I deal with the people. I deal with everyone locally, from the crackheads to the underprivileged to the middle class.
Okay.
They all support me. They all come and see me. They all spend their money with me. A lot of the time, shit, they might come through. They ain't got shit, and I look out for them.
Because it's gonna always come back for you tenfold.
But yeah. But I ain't that way every day. It depends on how I wake up. You know what I mean? You treat me nice, I treat you nice. You know what I'm saying? But having children, you ride through the city, you know what you do, head on the swivel. But I've been here 16 years,
Okay.
so
That's a blessing. That's beautiful.
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you that question again and see if your answer changes. Doesn't have to. But would you consider yourself a creative?
No, I mean no, I mean no, not from where when I look at create, I don't. What am I creating? But from my perspective, I might not be a creative, but to somebody else outside looking in, I could be. That's me not giving myself flowers because maybe that might be a backstory of something deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It might be um, me not getting them flowers when I was younger, or just not knowing what it is to have that. I'm
So
doing everything that I'm doing because I had to survive.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout the shit that I'm doing and what I was faced with.
Okay.
So when you say creative, I just don't look at it like that. So when you ask me, do I consider myself? I say no, because maybe I don't know what that is
Okay. So
from the perspective of others. You know what
so
I'm saying?
you call it life, and now you won. So I will say, I think you're a creative. And I just met you
In what
for real
space
today.
though? Like, how would I be a creative?
So look at what you're wearing. Your outfit is, to you, it's like, I just put this on. But you see, you got a compliment. This is,
Yeah.
this takes, for you, it may be effortless, but some people don't have the ability to do that. Your jewelry, that
So,
right there,
well, yeah, I do
that's
create.
beautiful.
Yeah, I do make the jewelry though.
That's beautiful. Not everybody can do that. You've cultivated and created a space where you've taken all your passions and you put it into your haircuts. When we see everything you got over here, not everybody can put this together and make it make sense. It makes sense.
So this is the definition of a creative.
It's whatever you want it to be.
So
But I would
everyone
like
is
to
a
say
creative
you should,
with just
yeah, they
levels
can
to
be.
it.
There's levels to it. And it's all in perspective. And I think you should give yourself a little more grace and understand that you are a creative. From what you wear, to how you talk, to what you put out into the community, to the things you put on your body.
Y'all hear that shit? You know what? Tired of y'all motherfuckers. I'm done cutting hair. This over. I'm creating shit now.
That's
You
it.
want a haircut? 6,000. The score was up. Black
Yesterday's
creatives.
price is not today's price.
It's
So,
over.
so I know you do a lot in the community, and we're in the art of manifesting things. So, what's something that you want to be working on? Maybe you haven't had the time. Maybe you haven't found.
My prime thing is that what I didn't put as much work into that I'm putting every. I'm about to cap about that, but I'm about to put a lot of time into is my nonprofit.
Okay, let's talk about
Um,
that.
so with the nonprofit, so basically what we've been doing for the last 9 years. I've been here 16 years. This year be 16 years. So for the last 9 years, what we've been doing is we do a back to school program to where um we provide book bags filled with school supplies
Okay.
for the young men and women. We do free haircuts, free hairdos for the young men and women.
Okay.
Bouncy houses, free food.
Okay.
We let our local police department, fire department engage with the community. They come through, let the kids play in the trucks and things of that such. The Pistons organization does help us as well.
Okay.
We have the local um, city council always come through.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mary Sheffield, the
There
new
you go.
mayor. You know what I'm saying? Always been a great advocate for our district
Mhm.
as well as the city. Um, but yeah, we do a lot. That's one thing. Then we do feed the homeless program.
Okay.
That's during the Thanksgiving holiday. We do a clothe the homeless program. They're like a week apart,
Mhm.
to where we provide like hats, gloves, scarves, socks, underwear, hygiene products, and things of that nature.
Okay.
We do adopt a family program for the Christmas holiday.
You do a lot. You do a lot,
I mean, it's
and
the community. You know, they support me. I'm only here because they give me their money. They come get their hair. I mean, I do a good job, but you
yeah.
know, I do provide for them as well. So
So let me ask this. So now that we've established that you might be a little bit of a creative, I hear you listening to all. You're listing all the things that you do for everyone around you. When you take a seat, Tommy, and you think about, I'm exhausted. How do you refill your cup? What do you do after you've poured so much of yourself into everyone else? How do you recharge?
go to sleep.
That's it. You wake up rejuvenated, ready to go.
No, I'll never wake up rejuvenated, ready. Well, I do wake up ready to go, but I got kids. You know what I'm saying? So I got my kids. So that's probably what recharge me is the kids.
Okay. Tell
They
me a little
help me.
more about that. What you mean, like seeing them smile, taking them to games, having them here, showing them
They live with me. They don't go nowhere. They never left my house since they been born.
they never let. Okay. So being a dad is what helps refill your cup.
Yeah, being a dad is super cool. That's probably the best thing that I got going for myself. I mean, outside of,
Hmm.
just sustaining a business that I've had for 16 years, but
Which is impressive. It's not
I just
the
don't look
average
at it like
business life
that. Like,
is three to
I
five
mean,
years.
people tell me that and I get it and I appreciate it, but it's not, I don't look at it like that. Like,
You could use a little softness. One day I'm gonna send you a little edible arrangement, send you some flowers.
What you mean? I got flowers at home. I got a lot of plants at home.
No. You got those plants yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sometimes people need to plant seeds in you to allow you to know that the
What's wrong?
seeds
What did
that
I
you're
do?
planting are growing
What I
and
do?
flourishing.
I mean, I just
And the pretty colors that you are putting into the world and the earth,
I've
you
been
also deserve to see those
I
pretty
mean,
colors
I've been
as
solo. I've
yourself.
been solo like my whole life in a sense. As
So
far as
you
what
so
I
you are a fight or flight type guy, and you're not running from nobody. I know, I know that from the short time we spent together. So you feel like you got to keep these hands here in order to make sure, like you said, head on the swivel, or because you
well
don't want to get caught
then it's
lacking.
and then just being being a father and just having two children, like those are my two children over there. I know everybody else can see, but
Okay,
you know,
so you got a
shit,
boy and a
we
little girl.
mobbing. Yep, King in Egypt. You know what
So
I'm saying?
has having a daughter, because it looks like she may be the younger one.
Yeah,
She soften you up.
I say both of them. It don't. It's not a difference.
Okay.
You have a daughter, but it's not a difference because even though I feel like my son can handle himself, I feel like my daughter can too. But I mean, shit, it ain't no different, son or daughter. Like you
You
dropping shit if you have to.
you loving hard.
Yeah, off the top. Yeah,
Okay, so that's where you get squishy with your baby.
I'm squishy in general, but I mean, you still gotta keep it up because it could be the motherfucker that you put everything into
That's true.
and it happen, and it's like you don't want to be that person to everybody, but subconsciously you are going to be that person because when you put your they say don't do it, don't put all of them in one basket
Hmm.
because if the basket drops, but hey,
Sometimes not everybody
sometimes I mean it don't
has
happen
a
like that.
plan
That's
B.
not everybody's story, but when it does, the person on the receiving end is affected,
Hmm.
and it's up to them to determine how they're going to react to what just happened to them.
So not only are you a creative, but you're also a poet. Okay, got it.
I did used to write poetry. I think back in
See,
listen
look at,
elementary,
come
but
on, man. We gonna
I
have
ain't on
to
that shit, man. I ain't on the Langston right now.
on the
Not
Langston.
nah. If I'm dropping poetry, I'm coming Umar. I'm coming Umar with a little bit of Kevin Samuels.
All right.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right,
You
and
feel me?
just like
R.P.
that, we
R.P.
can
Kevin Samuels.
say, tell the people where they can pull up and get a cut again.
Man,
What's
pull
the
up
address?
Tommy's Barber Lounge, 8971 Linwood, Detroit, Michigan,
And tell them where they can find you.
48206.
48206. That's my zip code. And tell them how they can find you again.
You ain't gonna find no cuts nowhere. I'm about to put cuts back up though. I ain't gonna lie. I just been cutting so long. I've been cutting since middle school.
Oh wow.
That's part two. But you can catch me on Instagram, Tommy the Barber, with the IE, TOMMIETHEBARBER. Tommy the Barber at Instagram.
Okay. Tommy the Barber, I appreciate you.
And I might be Tom the Barber on Facebook. I don't
That
know.
sounds about
They
right.
did delete the first one though, man. I had it when they first started, but haters.
Haters. Haters gonna hate.
Tommy the Barber on TikTok.
Tommy the Barber. Holla at my boy. Peace.
A few moments later.
Hey friend, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. So my name's Kiz. I'm somewhat new to the city, and I just like meeting new people and connecting with them and learning a little bit about them. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell the people your name, what you do.
Uh, my name is Javier. Last name Robertson. Born and raised in Detroit. Um, I do a lot of things. I coach basketball. I work in operations, logistics, transportation. Um,
Ooh, you making me. Ooh, I'm getting seasick. Ooh, stop rocking.
yeah, so yeah, I get my hair cut by Tommy the Barber, man. So shout out to him on Linwood, man. Go get some love over there.
Okay. So Javi, would you consider yourself a creative?
I consider everyone a creative.
Okay, why you say that? Because Tommy was very adamant about not being a creative.
Um, I mean, it's just a matter of perspective. I just figure, everything you do is you painting your picture as you walk your path in your life or whatever, and you creating your journey as you go. And so everybody's creative as long as you're being yourself. You portraying who you are and not someone else. You're creative.
A proverb right there. So, how would you say growing up in Detroit has kind of helped shape that for you?
um well, I guess Detroit is one of those places like it's a proud place. Like if you're from Detroit, you proud to be from Detroit no matter where you go. Like we
Man,
Detroit
you
we
see that
Detroit out, right? Everywhere
everywhere.
we
They
go, right?
Lions
It's
gear,
Detroit.
Lions, Tigers, and Wings. Oh
uh
my.
Detroit is a very resilient place. It's one of those places where uh we were never supposed to win. It's a mirror of kind of like the black experience in my mind. um we never supposed to get there, but we do what we got to do to get there, and we always prosper. We always find a way to make it happen.
The grit and the grind is real here.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
everyone that I have met, that seems to be the same sentiment. So, I mean, is it in the water?
It's in the people.
That's right. I said it. Somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say it.
It's in the people.
It's in the
Okay, I
people.
like that.
Yeah.
So, we're in the art of manifesting. So, what are some things that you want to be working on? Maybe you haven't had the time. Maybe you don't know if you have the space, or what are some things you're looking to work on?
I guess so. I feel like I work on everything every day of my life, right? So I try to walk in a manner where I'm always looking for an opportunity to help people, to educate, to coach the youth in a manner that they don't get typically day to day. So I would like to broaden it, maybe maximize that in some type of way. Once I'm in a position to do so, I'm kind of trying to put my feet on the ground in a way that I'm able to do more for the youth. So I feel like we all, I feel like we all got gifts from God. I feel like one of my gifts is with like the youth. They resonate with me, and so I feel like it's my duty to give back to them. So I'm trying to work out a way that I can do that on a large scale.
Larger scale, okay. And the reason why I like to ask that question and is because I've realized that everyone in Detroit is the plug. So it's like if I can't do it, I know somebody who does. So I ask that question because maybe someone will see it and they'll say, I've been looking for somebody to help me get into that. I got
Right.
the capital, but I don't have the time or the capacity to be that person. And now you can be that person.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like you said, Detroit is a city of hustlers. You got a bunch of black people who are descendants of people from down south, where we were used to making something out of nothing, and
Literally.
we ran with that, and it keeps going. Every time they count us out, we keep
Y'all
winning.
just keep winning. That's dope. I love that. Somebody told me here, they were like, the only celebrity is you. Like you are the celebrity. Nobody else is a celebrity.
I'm a,
Tell
yeah,
me what your thoughts on about what your thoughts are
we
about that.
different here because it's like everybody look at everyone like you're a human being, right? You might make a little bit more money than me. You might be on TV, but at the end of the day, you're just a human. And like that's all throughout Detroit. I mean, and most of the celebrities from Detroit, you'll see like they got that down to earth like personality. Like you'll see them, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like you can talk to them, chop it up. That's just how it is here. Ain't nobody bigger than you. Only stars in the sky.
That right there. And that is what I love and what kind of pushed me to do this because it's like maybe I was too timid. Maybe I felt like I wasn't ready, but it's like, why not?
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I always like to ask the question, you say you work with the youth, you do logistics. I know how demanding that can be. So, as someone who pours a lot of themselves into others, what do you do to refill your cup?
Um, I think my cup is refilled by not allowing my cup to be empty, right? Constantly pouring into myself as well, right? and that's about like my spirituality, my relationship with God. I'm continuously pouring into myself. I'm a vegan. You know what I'm saying? I'm pouring into myself in many ways. I'm working out. I'm pouring into myself in all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Right? Continuously. You take time out for yourself. You can give as much time as you want to people, but you have to take time for yourself.
And you're not just a vegan. You say you're an alkaline vegan, right?
I'm not completely alkaline, but I am getting to that
You
point where I
getting it?
will be. I'm getting
How
closer
did you?
to.
How did that come about? Like, if you don't mind sharing that.
Personally, I've always been like kind of health conscious. Um, but like I'm not gonna lie, I made bad choices in college. I drank a lot of liquor, drank a lot of alcohol. Bad, that's obviously not the best choice to do. Um, however, it was always a matter of I've always believed that mind, body, and soul, they all work together, and you want to get those things aligned on the highest level to become your best self,
Reach
right?
to 'em.
And so I also have to admit, like, my mother died at the age of 53 from a heart attack, right? And I got several family members that died in their 50s from heart attacks. And you can say that it's hereditary, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's 90% of what's going on is the choices that we made. And we're so used to eating a certain type of way that we continue to do so. And it's not an excuse. And, one of the greatest things I heard is like ignorance is not an excuse,
Come on now.
right? So once I realized that, I was already pretty like health conscious at that point when my mother died. It just kicked it up another notch because I'm like, I don't want to be 53 and die, and my daughters don't have me here to be that resource for them.
What you say? No stupid people here.
Exactly, absolutely.
That's amazing. Well, I know the people gonna be in my inbox asking, how can they find you?
Well, you can't find me on social media because I'm
Ooh,
completely removed from social media. So if you want to find me,
sorry. Send me an email.
you can catch me on the streets of Detroit. Uh, but no, this year I'll be coaching on JV at Renaissance High School. So you come check us out. Outside of that, catch me in the community. Like I said, I'll be doing a lot more active this year within the community. I'm big, with helping Tom out as well and his movement, and I'll be starting, more movements for myself as well. So I'll be around.
All right, you know, he let you know where he gonna be at, how you can find him.
Pray to God to reach out to me. I got you.
And we're gonna call this series "A Few Good Men."
Appreciate you.
Peace. Thank you.
Timid, look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight. Yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight.